Namaste friends. Saturn in the fourth house, right? The fourth house is the house of happiness, general happiness. The fourth house also rules one's mother, homeland, the place where you're staying, real estate, your conveyances, your cars and how you travel, the conveniences like stuffs in your house, how do luxuries that you want to have, your childhood, how your memories, your fond memories or bad memories that you have in your childhood. Also properties, okay, your house, your land, your factory, okay, the house that you stay and all that. What else? The fourth house also shows office, correct? Your office place and factories and all that. So now what happens when Saturn comes here? Now Saturn, as you know, is the karaka for discipline. He gives a lot of pain and sorrow through discipline. He is the one that creates the one that moves your karmic deeds. Okay, the one that controls your karmic deeds, the one that tells you what life is all about, the one shows you how difficult life can be. Okay, what is the true meaning of life is seen in the placings of Saturn. Okay, so if you have Saturn in the fourth house, your childhood days may not be fun. Okay, you will be constantly being lack of caring, lack of love is seen. If you have Saturn in the fourth house, you will be naturally seen as a person who requires responsibility at home. So which means if you might have younger brothers or sisters, and you will be more seen as a person who must be helping your younger siblings. Your responsibility level would not be for your age, right? If you are 10 years old, your responsibility level will be like 15 years old, that kind of thing. Your parents would demand a lot of things from you. They would demand straight A's when it comes to education, would punish you if you do not have it right. A lot of things would go wrong in your childhood. Some people, they become so traumatic when they grow up. There are psychological conditions as grown adults. It's very pitiful, but this is the reason why you were born. All right. If you look at my other videos, you would see why and the ramifications or the reasons of our birth due to our karmic debts. So Saturn shows our karmic past, gives us a clue. Just like Rahu, Ketu and the Sun also shows us the karmic clues that we can see what's going on or what went wrong on the previous birth. So once again, the Saturn in the fourth house will give you a very, how can I say, a childhood which has more sadness rather than happiness. Okay. But later in life, it changes everything. It will be rewarding once you move out from the family, once you come out on your own, when you start to go to college or when you start to work, then life will be rewarding for you, because Saturn releases his clutches on anyone. After 38 and above, he would slowly leave. Or rather, the lessons has been learned until 38. 38 onwards, he will give you a boon, right? So that is why it's important. If you have Saturn or in the Mahadasha of Saturn, a lot of specific remedies must be done in order for you to feel less afflicted, or else constantly you'll be thinking, why am I getting all this bad luck? Why me? Everybody else seems to have things whatever they want, but why do I always have to go through debts? Why I have to go through relationship failures, some funny health issues popping up here and there? Why me? Right? So that one of the reasons for that resentment that you're going through is due to the fact that Saturn is influencing you, or Saturn's graces. Yes, I use the word grace, although it sounds like Saturn is tormenting you, but actually Saturn is giving you the opportunity to learn life. So that's why I like to use the word grace. So Saturn's graces on you is making you to feel like that nothing is happening in your life, right? Money wise, people cheating your money, or you're losing money, or you have done something really bad, and you're regretting right now. All that things is due to Saturn. But let's get back to Saturn, the fourth house now. So childhood would not be good, and you have to go through. But once you reach 38 and onwards, things will start to flow properly. Things will be rewarding. You'll see that paradigm shift happening in your life. One of the things that one of the remedies that I know, amongst others, to reduce the burden for having Saturn in the fourth house is to perform service to one's father and mother, both the parents, right? The parents must be. You must always ask how you can be of service to your mom and dad, how you can help them in any ways. If they have passed on, it is very, very important that you do tarpanam every month. Tarpanam is a way to please, is a puja, a pretty straightforward puja, which you can do it yourself. You don't need a priest to do this. You can do it yourself. I'll do a video on that to show you what are the steps that needs to be taken and so on and so forth. But doing this would please your departed parents. But if they're still alive, then this will be the best time for you to do your service to them. Help your mom, help your dad in any ways possible, regardless of how they think about you. You do your part as a child, as a service to your parents. It is one of the greatest remedies if you have Saturn in not only the fourth house, but in all the houses. But the fourth house, it's very known, especially to one's mother. Okay. Now the fourth house, if you have Saturn, you'll normally have a strong desire to buy your own house, to live in a very simple but your own house. You're not really into fancy and frills. You're not really hoping to live in a mansion or something. But as long as your own house, you're happy with that. So you're not really into decorating your house and stuff like that. As long as it's practical, even your conveyance, the car and all that also, you're not too. Although yes, it's nice to have a nice fancy car, but you will be contented with whatever car that you have right now. You will be saying that, okay, I'm happy with whatever I have. It's nice to have a nice Ferrari, but I'm happy to have this old Audi or something like that. So you are a practical person when it comes to house and conveyances. You're very practical. You're not too greedy about that. The only greed that you'll have is for ambitions and success in life. That's the only greed that you have, and that's pretty positive as well. And now when it comes to partners, because the fourth house, remember, is house of happiness. How happy you are going to be in this life is seen in the fourth house. So very, very, very important house, because happiness, it's all about happiness, correct? Finally it boils down to happiness. It's not the money, it's not the health, it's not the relationship, it's happiness, end of the day, which is what we are looking for. Alright, so now Saturn will throw all sort of adversities, all sort of problems in your path, also roadblocks on your path towards happiness, and also Saturn will give you the strength to go through all that adversities in life. Okay, the only time that you would lose it is when you get frustrated and fed up. When you say that it is so difficult for me to travel from point A to point B, and it's like I'm dragging a huge boulder behind me. It is so difficult. I'm just so fed up with life, and you'll just take another option, and you'll do something else altogether. So that's where the challenge is. Saturn will push you, will push you right to the edge. But if you can take it, if you can understand that all the pain, all the sorrow, all the loss, all the mistreatment, all the mistrust, and all the disappointment that happened in your life is because Saturn is teaching you a lesson, then you will be rewarded. You will be rewarded tenfold than whatever pain that you have gone through. But then in the middle of the way, you feel resentment, you feel depressed, you feel frustrated, exasperated and all that, and you choose another path, then that's where doom will come to you, because that's what Saturn will do. Alright, this is something important that you must understand. Okay, so that's a little bit about what I think Saturn will do to you on the fourth house. Hope it has been beneficial. Till the next time, please stay tuned for more videos in Prakash Jyotisa. Thank you. Namaste.